How do you feel you did?
I think I did all right. I don't feel any scars. I think I survived the experience. But I think I demonstrated that the kind of bickering you're seeing from the two-party system is endemic and is not going to go away if you elect a Republican or a Democrat.
Respond to, I believe it was Dr. Allen who made the comment that a party of one wouldn't get anything done. I mean, she makes a point there that, you know, you wouldn't be on either side, so as one individual, how would you go in and get anything done?
Well, I would submit that a party of how many Republicans there are in Congress doesn't get anything done either. That this is a Republican Congress that hasn't been able to do anything. And I, in fact, would be far more effective than either a Republican or a Democrat in giving the 3rd Congressional District a national platform and be able to be an honest broker between both sides. So what I would get done would not necessarily be a win for either party, but it would be a win for the 3rd Congressional District.
Are you saying you're going to fix bipartisanship or just go on CNN while both sides don't get anything done?
Can't you do both? No, I think what I'm going to be able to do is actually address the problem rather than please the party. The problem that John Curtis would have, for instance, and you're seeing this kind of tension in the way John Curtis is trying to figure out how to navigate an immigration position that is consistent with the values of his district and consistent with the president who wants him to build a wall. You're seeing that kind of tension because the demands of the party are more important to most partisans than the demands of the district. So what you would see from me is an effective representation of my constituents, not necessarily somebody who's going to be pleasing a party.
But do you think you were able to articulate any of your stances on issues, or it seemed like you spent a lot of time pointing out that you're neither party?
Well, I think I got very clear in terms of where I stand on healthcare, where I stand on public lands, where I stand on education. I think the idea that I'm not going back there, I'm going back there with a positive agenda with very strong principles that I think I was able to demonstrate there tonight.
Jim, you've got a gargantuan task, and the polls don't show you as a leader in the race. What do you do from here with only a few weeks to go?
Well, the last poll shows John Curtis down by 9 points in a district that Jason Chaffetz won by 69%. He's at 46%. I've come up. Kathy Allen stayed the same. All of that was done prior to this debate, prior to our big push in terms of the media that we've got going out. So I'm very encouraged that this is an opportunity to blow this race wide open.
Do you think, is this a long game? Will you be back if you don't make it in November? Will you run again? Because you get to start this all over again in January.
Well, of course I'm going to run again because congressmen have to run for re-election.
So on the...
No, but I mean, okay, okay,
Oh,
wait.
come on, you won't give that to me?
No, I won't give that to
All
you. Would you run again in January?
I don't have any plans beyond this race. I'm running this race to win and be the congressman for the 3rd District.
So on those 3 issues you just mentioned with education, healthcare, and public lands,
Right.
how do you really differentiate yourself from Mayor Curtis, though? I mean, you did on immigration, but in those
Immigration, there is a clear
Right, but on
differentiation.
those other important issues to voters, you guys are pretty similar there. So why should a Republican voter in that instance go for you as opposed to the Republican candidate?
Because a Republican voter who votes for a Republican is also voting for the Trump agenda. And the elements of the Trump agenda that are anathema to the people of the 3rd District are things that a Republican representative would have to support and that I would not have to support. I would be able to be genuinely independent when going back to Congress, and there are principles in the Republican Party that I have believed all my life and that I continue to believe. But many of those principles have been jettisoned now that the Republican Party is the party of Trump. So I would have the ability to be able to stand up to a president who I think lacks the integrity necessary to hold that office. And no Republican, no matter how good a guy they are, is going to be able to do the same.
Any reaction to Ben McAdams jumping in the 4th Congressional District race?
This is the first I have heard that happened. I wasn't aware of it.
Happened while you were debating.
Happened while I was debating. Well, best of luck to Ben McAdams.
Is the United Utah Party going to run a candidate in the 4th District race next year?
We are talking to people about a number of different races, but we don't have any specific candidates, and I think it's premature to be able to give any information on that. I don't know.
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right? Thank you.